We like to bleed our fish. We think that it improves the taste, and then you're not getting a lot of blood on your table when you're filleting them. These are pruning shears, and I just get right up in there like that and cut through. You see the blood coming out right there. And then I also swoop down and clean out the anal cavity so you don't get a lot of poop on your filleting table. Now, we do it with this hook. We don't have a live well, but you can, if you have a live well, same procedure. Here's what I think is needed to process jackfish. I like these pruning shears for bleeding them out in the boat. I have a blue glove. I usually use one on my left hand when I'm taking the fillets off. I have 3 knives and a fork and electric sharpener, and I just keep running those. These are cheap knives. I just keep running them through the electric sharpener every 4 or 5 fish, make sure that they're razor sharp. Okay, I'm going to try to show you how to take the fillets off. Now, this white part here, I consider that belly meat, and I always take it off. Some guys don't. They just put their knife in here, cut straight down, and fill it that way. Other guys will take the belly meat off by cutting through here, cutting through here. I do it. I just stab through here like this, come forward, come back like that, hook my fingers from down under those fins right to the back. Okay, so then you move the fish close to the edge of the table. Now, it's really important to get these fillets off nice and clean, because that's the foundation for a good fillet. So you come in here like this, and you turn your knife and just flatten it, and you just rake it. You hear it? Just rake it along that backbone like that, and she comes off. All right, I'll do the other side. Just flip it, and come again. Just rake along like that. Okay, that's good for now. So I've got the fillets off this jack. This is the rib cage, okay? So a guy wants to take that off, and it's a very simple procedure. You'll see what the knife is for, and you just slide it down here under those bones, right? Like that, and then you flatten your knife. You just rake it like that, and they all will come off, theoretically. And then you can feel if there's any bones there. Now there's one right there. So I'm just gonna get under him. There. Okay, I'll do another one. So again, you're just gonna run along here, get a good cut in, and then flatten the knife. There. And again, yeah, no bones. All right. Alright, so now I'm going to take out the Y-bone. I'm going to try and show you a couple of ways to do it. It's difficult if you're just doing a few jackfish a year to get this procedure down, but you can see there's a line of bones right there. And what happens is there's Y-bones that run straight down in there and then come up. The Y, this is the top of the Y. So what you do is you cut on the top, along the top of those bones all the way down. Okay? And then you get in there and you flatten your knife, and you see you'll run right down those bones. See them right there? So you just run right down those bones to the back, and then you go under here like this. And I like to cut like this, sort of a dragging motion as opposed to sawing, and that should just basically come right out like that. So that is a boneless fillet right there. Okay, now let me do the other side and show you a bit of an easier way to do it. The problem is, in Saskatchewan, we have to travel with their fillets whole. But this is a way that we could do it here if we're going to eat them in camp, or take the fillet home and do it at home. So you just come straight down that bone, but this top sirloin, you don't need to keep it attached like that. You can just come underneath it like that and take it straight off. There. That'll fry up into a nice sirloin. And then now you take this guy, same thing, you come under here. take him off. Oops. So you haven't wasted much meat, but you've got 2 pieces of absolutely boneless jack. Bones there. Now I'll take the skin off this guy. So to take the skin off again, place the fillet close to the edge of the board. I use a fork, and I would recommend that you do. Pin it, and it's a raking motion like this. Now this is one job where too sharp a knife can mess you up because you can cut through the skin, but I come right, you got to leave about a 1-inch tag here in Saskatchewan, skin tag. So I come right to the edge. There's the tag, and I back off a little bit and just cut it like that. Okay, so when you get home, you got this tag. You can see you got a little bit of skin there. You can just zip it off like that. So I wanted to show that it's possible to fillet a small jackfish and take the bones out. So I'm going to just rip through this real fast. So again, I stab here, turn my knife, lift that skin, come all the way to the butt, bring it over to the edge of the table, cut in there, slide along the back. Like that. Same thing on this side, cut in there, slide along the backbone. Okay. Alright. Then what I usually do, take off my glove, grab a fork. Now we're going to take off the rib cage. So again, you just cut in all the way along, right to the back, and then just flatten your knife and slice it. And off she comes. Here, same thing. Cut in all the way along. Flatten your knife. Just peel it off. Okay, now you got the Y-bones. You can see the little wee Y-bones all the way along there. So I'm going to start on the top, run my knife all the way down, flatten the knife, come underneath, slide it along those bones. Alright, so that's a deboned small jack. That's good right there. So this is the main artery. Each fillet has one, and if there's any taste, fish taste, I believe it comes from that artery because it'd be blooded. Now we bleed them so we get away from it lots, but I'll show you how to take that artery out, and I think it's most important to do if you're fishing in warm water. You just break the tail like that, and it just strips apart like that. And you'll see the artery is on one side. You just grab it like that and just peel it. There. Just peel it all the way down. Comes right off there. So that, now there's problems transporting it again because you got the fillet broke up. But that's how to take that Y-bone out. Or pardon me, take the vein out.